ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Borderlands 3. Today, we are going to be making, well, it's weird. We're going to be making part 3 to our Moze build, because part 1 was me kind of stumbling upon it, but I did rush part 2 out, which is where we're talking about how it works, and this is really important because that's important, and they feed into each other and all that nonsense. But today, we are going to be going through weapons, and weapons that I found that work really well with the build as well. It's kind of like an update to it, kind of, sort of, slash, if you don't have this weapon, it's still applicable, even if you can only get this weapon, that kind of thing. Anyways, so the first thing that we're going to be testing, and again, some of these I don't really know. One of the things I'm pretty confident about is the pistol that we're wielding right now. It's called the Duke. Fire that off to me really quick. Yes, it's, well, let's give it a good skin first of all. If it's worth anything, it should be treated as such. Sure, the skin that's used by everybody, why not? Also, it's kind of okay. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, let's use that one. Anyways, but yes, not only does this weapon have 100% splash damage, it's also doing 2,624 damage, and we have the variant of it that gives it 103 base weapon damage. Now, you may be saying, why? Why does this have all of these things? Well, it's very reminiscent of old archetype of weapon that used to exist in Borderlands 2. Also, yes, that sentence was missing one letter somewhere. I don't know what happened. Anyway, at least in Borderlands 2, they were called the dart weapons. But if you guys look right here, when we shoot, it does that little thing and then it explodes. Now, the reason why this is so good is not only because it's just a good amount of damage you can quickly spew out, but we have a good amount of bullets. Around 4 to 6 bullets, I'm comfortable regenerating enough to where I can just keep laying into something. And yeah, it's just base gun damage too. It's not getting muddied with some sort of elemental thing where certain people are weird. It's just base brute force damage. But if I want, after exiting Iron Bear, the first 2 magazines I have will deal 40% bonus incendiary damage, which we are also buffing. So this is very much tuned to my character. But I also don't know what this means. So it says the first 2 magazines. What does that mean? Does that mean whenever I reload? Because Moze never reloads. So what does that mean? Does that mean I permanently get fire on this weapon that already has a crazy amount of base damage, and we're amping up the damage immensely with this? By the way, that is also happening. I personally find weapons that have a high base damage, like this has 2,000, this has 5,000, around there. Those weapons are the best that benefit from of course, our amp damage modifier that buffs our weapons damage by 120%, which is great. And the fact that we're able to get that constantly because we're constantly dealing grenade damage through our hex. Also, I re-rolled the game like 6 times just to be able to get a modifier that wasn't completely shitting on me. Accuracy and handling a little bit lowered, but we have shield, a grenade, and melee damage. That grenade one may make everything die just because our hex is already pretty strong. So yeah, anyways, we got movement speed, fire rate, awesome, lacking some shield recharge rate, which is fine because we don't need that. We regenerate through lifesteal. Also, our pistols do more damage, so this is a little bit stacked in my favor. Actually, this is probably not the best representation of the damage that you'll be having, but it's something. Anyways, we also have SMGs, which is perfect because that's the other thing I wanted to test. One of the things that I felt was really, really good, and I kind of thought it might be, but I wasn't sure. I didn't really get time to test it. Also, I feel like I just happened to get a really, really strong variant of it, but it is this. Essentially, I was looking for a replacement for this. I love this weapon a lot. You just spew out bullets. It's kind of messy, but I love that part about it. It's also a ×5 weapon, so you are just spewing out bullets. Awesome. But it does have a cooldown, and with this current build, you don't want to use any COV weapons because they heat up after you're done shooting them. It doesn't matter how many bullets you can get into the magazine, eventually it'll heat up and need to be weirdly reloaded. Awesomely reloaded. But still, I was looking for one that gave me kind of a similar premise, and I think in every way this is better. It has more damage, it has 1 less bullet than the previous one. It has pretty decent accuracy. Actually, not really. The accuracy is lacking. But the handling is fine. The reload speed has always been fine too, but that doesn't matter because of our build. The fire rate is also great. What is the fire rate on this? 8, and then this is 9. Yeah, so it has much better fire rates. Or is it the lower the number? I don't know. Anyways, regardless, it's really good for what we use. Also, whenever enemies fire into us and damage our frontal shield, it amplifies the weapon's base damage. I'm not sure for how long, but it's still pretty good. Also, with our cryo grenades, that can sometimes hit the ground near us and splash us, so that can kind of be good. Also, we're using splash damage, so that can kind of hit us as well, giving our shield some damage, amping us up in that way. But these are going to be doing a little bit more than they would normally do because, again, pistols and SMGs are amped up. The other thing that we're going to be testing is actually this. This one may be, I don't know. I have no idea what this one might be, but it's interesting because I don't know, because theoretically this weapon works as it's a TDR. So when we throw it up in the air, it has a base magazine. Now the interesting part about this one is when we throw another one out, it actually just gives the current weapon that's hovering around you more magazine. So I'm wondering if with our same magazine regeneration, if that works in a similar way. I don't think it does, but it's worth testing. Oh, also this. I want to test this one, but I don't want to like... Also, assault rifles are like lessened, so we'll wait to test that one, but I'll throw it in our quick bar, even though I would like to have some second wind one, but I'm confident in our pistol being able to take care of us in that regard. Awesome. Alright, so we're just going to run around and kill some things. We may even jump at some bosses, just show you guys what's up. Oh, also, I want to show you guys this brand new grenade that is going to be, I think, a boss killer, but not something that kind of works all the time, but it's called the Reigning Firestorm. Now, one thing I want to rant about for a little bit is, holy shit, and I love this, and it's kind of something that with the wording of certain things, the difference is immeasurable. So for instance, I had a firestorm once. I got one to drop, I threw it, I thought it was neat, kind of gimmicky. It rains a bunch of death orbs from the sky, dealing damage. Awesome. But oh my god, if you're able to get the specific variant, and I would imagine every grenade and every weapon has a specific variant that can give you an extra shot, that can give you amplified weapon damage, that can give you whatever. In this instance, it's called the Reigning Firestorm, and this is a MERV variant. So it says launches up to 3 grenades. So we throw 1 grenade, and we have 3 grenades just spewing out basically fire bombs from the sky. And I can see this being just ridiculous. I can see this being ridiculous with certain builds. Anyways, I want to try that. I won't equip it though, but I hope I don't forget to do that. Also, I've been still farming for the hex that is radiation based because, again, I think it would just be disgustingly strong. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Also, we're not even using our grenades to give us like unlimited shots. So also, that's the best part about it. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So not only does this weapon do 2,600 damage, which is crazy, but it fires basically twice because of this. So when we shoot an enemy, it will immediately explode as soon as we tick damage, and it's doing 75% of that, or sorry, a 20% chance to deal a 75% damage buff of what we have, and it's AOE based, and the bullet still has to detonate. So you're just gonna see like some decent damage to, oh, you just melted this thing in a couple seconds, which is amazing. This enemy has some armor, and yeah, also we do get different shots. Yeah, because we're dealing splash damage with that impact, we somehow regenerate some bullets into our magazine, which is great. But let's throw some grenades. Let's stop being nice. Oh, they do too much damage to really see things though. Yeah, because we got a modifier that increases grenade damage. We'll have to wait for a badass to spawn. Oh, also, we are rocking the drop rate thing because we were farming. Let us equip the healing. There it is, the health things. Perfect. Do one of these. All right, perfect. We went down, surprisingly. Let's do one of those and just litter everyone like this. And everything died. Everything died. 2 badasses died in the blink of an eye. Bang, bang. What is this? Ooh, a Maggie. They really fucked you over, Maggie, in the patch. They really nerfed you to shit. I feel so bad for you, because you were actually a very cool looking weapon. See, he's gonna die in a minute. You just gotta give it a minute, because you're basically throwing these pikes. In fact, what does this look like? Is that quick enough? Holy shit, that fires so fast. Okay, can I time this, you think? Yeah, I'm not sure if that was quick enough. Yeah, no, we can't. But basically, well, maybe we can if we shoot the wall. Now we do one of these. Is it just like a grenade? Yeah, no, it's like a pike. It's like a harpoon. Harpoon with a payload on it. Nice. That's awesome. Also, its impact speed is so high, so it doesn't have any problem with Torg kind of nonsense, you know, where it takes forever for a Torg weapon to get to its destination. And that's gonna kill you. That's gonna kill you. Also, again, the reason why I think it's amazing with bosses like this badass enemy is because our shield's constantly coming back and amping up that base shot. Yeah, you can see him just do okay damage, and then it all comes smashing down because it is a delayed explosion. which is so good. But also because we deal that like payload damage, every like a 20% chance to do just like a burst of splash damage on any enemy. That also is splash damage, which can regenerate our magazine. So you can just kind of get in a weird flak loop where you're shooting someone and gaining your ammunition back into your magazine. Like we don't have that many bullets. We have 4 shots, but we're getting a free shot because of the splash damage. Sometimes. It's a 20% chance for it to happen, so it's not going to happen all the time. Also, you can litter the ground, and the splash damage I think is pretty good. Let's see. Let's try to test the splash damage of this because it says it's pretty hefty. Yeah, that killed that person, and it was right here. That's pretty good, especially if their enemies are just jumping on top of each other. Throw some things over there. I really want to go kill a boss, but then again, I don't think it will keep the modifiers that we currently have, because the modifiers are definitely helping us. Sometimes you can just get like reduce 75% of base bullet damage, which this thing is doing base bullet damage, so that can really mess you up. But anyways, let's get our shield back. Now our grenades deal too much damage as well. It'd be nice if we could get just normal gun damage. With our grenades maybe even being lowered, because I don't want my grenades to kill anything, but my grenades do give me my shield back, which will give me the normal damage that we're dealing. Well, not normal damage, but I'm always going to have this shield equipped. I don't think I'll ever use a different shield. So some of this, we're gaining some health, we're gaining some of our shield, and just litter him to death. Perfect. Perfect. Such a good thing. Also, you don't have to aim down sights, and it's hella accurate. Sorry. Yeah, you can like shoot like this, and you're not going to have that much recoil, so you can just litter a boss. Okay, well, that's okay. I'm pretty sure I made the case for that one. It's strong as hell. Good, good. We've done it. But let's go ahead and go find some more enemies and use the other ones to see if they maybe have some teeth as well. Hi. So this is fine. It just does okay damage until we get a crit, and then it does better than okay damage. What do you know? Yeah, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing horrible either. Yeah. So I just want to see. I just want to see how long this thing lasts. Also, why are you not firing? Is it firing? Or are you out of ammo? Because when you throw your... See, I just threw one and it gave it more ammunition. Okay, yeah, so it is out of ammo. Okay, so that's really cool. So that thing will stay up and at him until I reload. So it was out of ammunition, but it waited around. So when do you blow up? So why can you not let me look at you? You're like shy all the time. I'm trying to get a thing. It's not happening. But yeah, that thing is amazing because it will stay with you, which is fun. I'm not sure if it's good. I mean, maybe it's good because it's able to, it's just another bullet source. So that bullet source is a source that can also be that 27 or 70% extra damage buff. 20% chance, but with 2 guns, it could be better, you know? Let's throw one of those there. Let's throw one of those. Let's throw some of this, and hopefully, well, yeah, no, I think we got our answer. So how much, we only have 20 bullets. Yeah, no, I don't think it's giving, yeah, no, because it's out of ammunition right now. So it would, I think, well, everything died here, but I don't think it's not able to shoot anymore. Unfortunate. I hate that. I was hoping that maybe it would also regenerate ammunition into that magazine because it's a part of us somehow. That'd be a bit weird, but you know, you can only hope. Also, one thing I haven't tried is the Maggie, especially with our weird amp damage build. The Maggie, not the Maggie, sorry, the Masher. The Masher is the better version of the Maggie. I'm not sure if that would be much better than the things we currently have, you know? So we're gonna throw that. We're gonna throw this. We're gonna throw some grenades. How is it doing? Well, I think the grenades are doing everything, but I'm sure it's helping in some way. And we can still shoot. Some more enemies over here. Keep throwing our thing. The good news is that I think it does. Yeah, it only takes a little bit. There's some TDORs that just chew through your grenade or your ammunition, which this one doesn't really seem to be doing. But yeah, this one you can forget about. I wasn't honestly thinking it was gonna do that much, but this one on the other hand, yeah, this one is gonna do amazing. Yeah, again, the best part about it is I believe you can get this in any element. You can get it in cryo, you can get it in radiation. I think I do have one in a radiation, honestly, and that probably would be best because we have enough fire going around. Also, fire is just kind of okay. I would put weight in other things. The one thing that's weird though is you do have to pull the trigger. It's like a semi-automatic SMG, which is not ideal. When you hold it down, it won't work. Holding it down, it gives you like a 4-round burst, but if you click it, it gives you a 3-round burst. It's nice. But also it happens to have a giant magazine, which helps me out a lot, so we throw a couple of these, and we'll just melt you real quick, boom, dead. And you also explode. That's also another thing. So we only have a 20% chance to do that explosive thing. But because we're firing 4 shots, each one of those shots has the chance of being that explosive payload. So that's just amazing, so that's why we melt things there. So again, this weapon, super, super good. It's extra good because we're getting buffed by the Mayhem, which is rare. And we, what do you call it? We're dealing... we're facing fleshy enemies, but that enemy is also like an ultra badass that has a mound of health. So, yeah, some things are working against us, and yeah, you only will have to shoot them an extra couple more times. And with unlimited magazine, yeah, it's fine. It's not going to be an issue, I don't think. Tick tock, body drop, boom, 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 boom. Melted! More grenades! Melted again! More grenades! Melted more! Everyone dies. Yeah, this is so good. And yeah, again, people have maybe already made this, but right now I've heard no one talk about it. I've heard no one talk about this, but the only reason why I say people have already, like, you know, echoed that this works really well with the amp shield thing, is because I don't want to rush any more videos for Borderlands, because again, I already kind of did that. The way I've released videos is 2, 1, 3, which is really weird, especially for the Moze build. But I just wanted to make sure people knew about the badassery that is the amp shield and the 1 class mod that gives you that constantly back, and the fact that you are just a wrecking ball of death. And it's so, so good. Even if it has shields and all that stuff, you're able to chew through it. It's not that bad. You just make sure to throw a couple of grenades so you can steal through that. Also, guys, I'm having a bad speaking day. I'll be honest. I'm hoping you guys can forgive me a little bit for that, because some days I'm like, you know what? I'm just speaking perfectly, and then other days I'm like, I can't. What is language? I don't even know. Did we test everything? Okay, yeah. So let's actually reload this just so we can spawn some more enemies. But also, actually, we probably should have killed a boss. Damn. Well, never mind. I am. What is the damage? What are we dealing with? We are dealing with... Oh! Well... Okay. Okay, so that equals out a little bit. Okay, perfect. So we have elemental resistance. We're weak against elemental attacks. Awesome. But we do have normal bullet damage is enhanced. Oh, that's not good because we want a fair representation. But assault rifles are actually halved. So we have 10 less damage than what we'll be doing, which is fine. But we also have that same thing where it's like, hey, you deal more pistol damage, so we'll be able to show how it kills bosses and it being that good. Anyways, this is another amazing gun. Would highly suggest it. It is the Gatlin Lead Sprinkler. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It doesn't deal extra damage to a target, it seems. Well, maybe actually, because with Moze, she has such an crazy amounts of splash damage to where it actually may be enough to where it affects the main person as well. So it's just additive damage. But basically, it's a Jacobs where whenever you hit an enemy, it will spew out 4, I believe, like a T shape wherever you shoot the enemy, with a bunch of these little bombs that will fall on the ground. And yes, this melts like crazy. It's also one of the reasons why it's not that strong in terms of its base damage. But yeah, we'll just light this person up. You guys can see that it's littering the ground with explosives. Now those do hurt you, so you know, be mindful, be careful. Try not to, you know, die. Honestly, I'm not sure. This may give the ogre a run for its money. Not only because it's just fast fire rate and you got a big ass magazine. And yeah, also I think you could get better. Like I would love one without the weird sight nonsense. Although I will say, it kind of jumps a little, but when you aim down sights, it barely does that, which is weird. So it's maybe, if, you know, I don't have many accurate weapons with Moze, so count my blessings, I got one. So yeah. We throw a couple of these. That will keep us alive even if we do get some of that splash damage hitting us, and we are good to go. Person just hanging out, leaning up against a wall, trying to be cool. We're gonna throw some more grenades over there. Again, we're gonna try to get our ammunition back, not by reloading, because that would be not good. We don't want to reload in the slightest. But we are going to wreck the world like so. Let's throw some more grenades. Also, you can just throw grenades and shoot, which again is great. I love that combination. It makes it great for killing bosses, so that you can just keep laying on that damage. But you do have to hit the enemy, and God, is it hard to see when everyone's just dropping dead. I know there's the stupid weapon. No, it's fine. I'm sure it's good in the right hands. I just don't want it. I don't like snipers that much. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. That's the representation for damage right there. You're a badass. I hate saying the word. It just seems creepy. Hey, yeah, you. You actually may be a good representation. Where are you? All right, well, we broke that. Killed you immediately. Okay, here we go. Here's an anointed. Sure, I had to reload. I never had to reload before. That's the first. but I can't see him. It's really hard to see anything. That's why you don't want a weapon that's like only good at when you actually shoot the enemy itself. Throw some more of those, regenerate some more ammunition. Alright, we're just laser beaming him. I mean, we're doing okay when we can see him. We're doing fine. Throw some more of these. I think I'm hitting him. Throw some more grenades. Throw some more grenades. We're gonna do it. Again, anointed are weird, man, because it seems like some damage does amazing and other damage not so much. Are you dead? I was about to say, what's happening? He's kind of looking at me. Alright, so this guy's far away. Not only are we getting our, yeah, that's also another thing, is that our amp damage works really well with this grenade, or with this gun as well, sorry. Yeah, I definitely think the 3, like, Goliath assault rifles for this build is, of course, this is one of them, so we should definitely make sure we don't drop that accidentally. Then the other one, of course, honorable mentions are the Torg laser explosion things. Actually, I haven't really shown you guys a lot of that. Let's actually show you guys that. Again, I think also a problem of why I didn't really see the damage in the Torg one is because I also had a cryo one, which is just not damage based, whereas this one is actually the one of the things I was lacking, which is armor based, which can really help me melt down a target, which is also why I have a butcher, which yeah, a butcher is also an honorable mention. It's also pretty good. Same premise as this, except a little bit different. But yeah, I definitely think the ogre, the sprinkler, and of course the Torg laser exploder is up there for the top 3 assault rifles that you can wield. As of pistols, I definitely think the Doc, I don't know, I can't say yet because I haven't actually used it, but there's a double penetrating version of this which fires 2 shots, which I could see being wild, but I don't know if that would be better than this, because this just, especially the variant that I got, where if I got out of Iron Bear, I'd get 2 magazines of incendiary damage, and I never run out of that first magazine, or I would just make sure I never run out of that first magazine. It gets crazy. It gets crazy real fast. But yeah, those are the 3 pistols that I think are honorable mentions / just fantastic. What was the third one? Am I crazy? I'm crazy, I guess. I don't know what the third one was. Shit. Well, anyways, let's showcase this one. Yes. Oh, this is a bad representation though. Anyways, we'll try. Yeah. See, anointed are weird. Anointed are like you just need some specific damage to make it happen. Let's do this. And we're just gonna make you take more damage with these missiles. And we're gonna get out. I gotta find you. I gotta find you again. Where are you? There he is. No, don't reload. Don't reload. Don't reload. Stop it. Yeah, see, that's the thing that sucks. The anointed don't like proc your weird splash damage because they're immune or something. It's really stupid. There's a ton of bad right there, but it's working. You know, for every other enemy that's helping me like leech ammunition. Thank you. Where is he? There he is. Big boy right there. There we go. And he's dead. Perfect. Yeah, it's so weird with the anointed because they're so immune to virtually everything. Yeah, but we are dealing fire damage, it looks like, and we've clearly went through 2 magazines already, so that's a bit nutty. Oh, there's another one. Yay! This is bad. Yeah, this is not good because what do you call it? We're not dealing splash damage to him. And again, I don't know why the anointed are immune to everything but base bullet damage. It's just kind of, you know, some would say stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. There we go. We did kill him though, so it's not like they're immortal. It's just like oh no, we need to be on the offensive. Whereas usually we're just doing our best to kill. Melee. Well, that was weird. you didn't turn crystallized. Okay. Super shield. I already got that one. Decorations. Kind of a kick in the dick when you get a decoration. Anyway, sorry. I wanted to show the other one, but you know, it didn't really work out too well. Oh shit, we still have to show. Yeah, we gotta hurry up. I still want to show us melting some bosses. And boom. Alright, this should be fine. A good representation and all that. Hiya. And yeah, see, I still don't think it's as good as either of those weapons. Yeah. I do have another variant. I do have a electricity variant. Maybe that one's better. I don't know. I just find it's not nowhere near the same good as the ogre or that other one we were using. Yeah, it just doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem good. Switch to our thing. No, not that. Yeah, this will work. This is good. This is definitely good. The butcher is 100% good because it's, again, not only does it really utilize, let's make sure we're regenerating ammunition. Sorry, it's a bit hard to talk and do all this stuff. Please. Yeah, so not only does the butcher, it just chews things up and throws them out. You shoot 3 pellets, which means each one of those pellets that's dealing a pretty decent amount of damage had the chance of having that 20% chance to make an explosion and also doubling the damage, which is great. And all of those 3 shots are massively amplified with our shield. And our grenades are giving us back our ammunition quite quickly and everything else. But I would suggest, again, because you fire so ungodly quick with this, you do want to make sure you have a hex that is like 6 grenades out, which this one I can get in 1 grenade, just so that you're regenerating enough ammunition, you're dealing enough splash damage to where you are regenerating enough ammunition. Cool. All right, so yeah, let's go try to find a boss somewhere. Oh, so this is a great place as well to show like damage numbers and whatnot. Yeah. I should put that in the back of my head. If we ever find more grenades, or not more grenades, but more damage things, I'll try to show them to you guys. Oh, also, since this is a place full to the brim with enemies, let's use the Reigning Firestorm that I told you guys about. Soon that's gonna fall, and it's just gonna keep layering. Because it's 3 grenades, it's just gonna make a ton of splash damage. Oh no, oh god, this is bad. Oh thank god, please die. Just take some splash damage. Thank you. So yeah, you can litter the ground and just make it like a mortar strike, which is fun. I don't know if it's gonna deal the most damage though. We'll see. I think what's his name, Captain Herc or something, is gonna be fine. Or we're gonna be able to deal enough damage, I think. Although he does have a shield, so yeah, fire's really weak to shields. All right, let's see this. I know we can melt him without the thing, but let's just see how it works with this. Boom, 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 boom. Not good. Turns out the shield is very resistant to all forms of that. Well, let's try to use this one then. And let's also try to make it the best it could possibly be by throwing some grenades right here. Also, we don't have our weird shield thing, but I think that's fine. I don't think we're gonna be that weak. Let's weaken him up with those missiles, and then we'll pop this. I just want to see what the modifiers are. Same thing. Oh, no, yeah, we're dealing minus 50 gun damage. Fun times. Normal bolt damage, though, is buffed to 45. So, again, it's not that bad, actually. Okay, good. So, this is a proper representation of what we're going to be dealing. Good. Throw some more of these. And we'll just keep laying into them. Nope, don't reload. Do not reload. Bad. Bad mode. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Go in there. Go in there. Come on. Be good. Be good. Oh god, we almost got, that was bad. That was the first. Yeah, because we definitely need more shield. Yeah, in fact, I don't want to mess with, I don't want to tempt fate. Let's not do this. Let's go over here and equip R1 with more shield. Makes a giant difference. Yeah, it's weird, man. Sometimes it's doing like a lot of damage, and other times not so much. I'm not sure why.
Better luck next life.
There we go. See, now we're on to health. Yeah, with the health can chew through. I think it's just shield. Shields, I think, have a base resistance to base damage. Maybe, I don't know. Regardless, we're doing a lot now, but a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. It felt way more hard. Like usually doesn't do that. It's fun. It's funny because the resistances don't seem to be that good. Yeah, strange. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. Enemies gain an extra 450 additional health, shield, and armor. Okay, so it would have been more better. It's just the enemy happened to be way more resistant. Also, there's that sometimes that direct feedback like that because the game can't just spam out all that damage at once, or else it would break. So it kind of spaces it out a little bit. Ooh, I don't want that, but neat. Yeah, also the Firestorm, I guess that was also why I wasn't dealing anything, is because his shield was so massive. And yeah, you need to do shield damage in order for that to be something special. Oh, I didn't show you guys the Butcher. Alright, well, let's quickly do a little thing of the Butcher. The Butcher, I think, is less good for bosses and more good for, what do you call it, dealing with ads, especially armored enemies, which we haven't gotten too many of, or at least I haven't. I think armored you can usually chew through. Shields is weirdly the thing that I find is just like awkward, like it's just not happening. Anyways, let's go ahead and make sure to throw a bunch of these. Well, what are we dealing with right now? Why is the game, how is the game dealing with us? Enemies gain more damage, not ideal. This should at least be able to chew through some of his shield. Yeah. We're doing a lot of critical damage, but he's just being a durable little bastard. Yeah, also, I don't know if this one gets affected by the shield either. Like, it gets that, like, payload buff. Anyways, now let's switch over to this, to the Butcher. No, that's not the Butcher. There we go. All right, let's do this. Yeah, see, this is what we were supposed to be dealing. Good damage is what it's called. Keep throwing those grenades. Keep giving our amp shot back. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. Dead. Wonderful. See, that's what you're supposed to do. Even then, they had 45 more health than they normally should. So, things, reasons, weirdness. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is what we're going to end it on. Also, I think if there's one thing to take away, this weapon right here, the weapon that I'm trying to get a nice thumbnail of, is so good. Yeah. Also, it weirdly looks like a Borderlands weapon. Oh, also, it has like dragons and shit on it. Neato. Badass. Anyways, regardless, yeah, I think it's great. I think it also utilizes really well, or synchronizes, sorry, really well with our shield weirdness combination. But that does it for me. Thank you so much for your time. This is wrapping up part 3 of the Moze build. Kind of just extra bonus things if you care, if you want to know what weapons you could also get to replace maybe the ones that are just not dropping for you. You can always keep an eye out for these ones. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Also, by the way, a lot of these can be, or some of these can be actually farmed specifically, such as the splatter gun, the like Jacob's Sparkler is what it's called. Yeah, you can also get that. I may make a video talking about how to get that next, because it just seems like it's a good weapon, and some people would probably want to farm for something that they can absolutely attain, rather than leaving it up to RNG. You already kind of have to do that with the Hex, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button above me, as well as 2 Ds to my right. Thank you, and goodbye.